Okay, so in today's video, I want to go ahead and share with you all what my experience has been like using the all-new Apple M1 MacBook Air. Now, does this tablet really turn out to be a beast of a computer as people make it seem? Well, let's go ahead and talk about what my experience has been like and figure that out. Now, first off, I want to go ahead and highlight the fact that this computer has been recommended by so many people, and with reasons, right? It's running Apple's latest and greatest. Let's be honest, the MacBook Air just in general has always been pretty popular among regular folks because it looks cool and it's portable, and also because it's always been one of the most affordable Apple computers. Now that it's pushing some pretty solid specs and performance, and you may have caught me here and there, in one or two or even three videos, you may have caught me or you may have heard me actually recommend or suggest this to some people who are actually out there trying to buy an iPad. Not everyone, just some people. I've been telling them to leave the iPad alone, the iPad Pro alone, and to go for this guy here. And I've said that simply because of the value that this computer offers to most folks out there. With all of that being said, let's go ahead and just go over kind of the design of this guy here. Then we're going to cover specs and also performance. Now, I personally am not a huge fan of large laptops, and at 13.3 inches, the MacBook Air is just the perfect size, or maybe I should say it has been the perfect size for me over the past month or so because it's very portable, just given how thin and how light it is, which, as you would imagine, also explains the name MacBook Air. Now, in the box here, you will find just the power adapter, the USB Type-C cable, and the laptop itself, and it's all metallic unibody frame here, which is pretty smooth to the touch, and it feels very well built and premium, just as you would expect from Apple. You do have some physical features here, so we see the headphone jack, 2 Thunderbolt ports, the mic, and some stereo speakers. Now, it is nice to have Thunderbolt ports, fast data transfer here, but I would have liked it if they had added a Type A USB maybe on this side. I don't know. I mean, it's been fine using both. I haven't really needed to use the USB Type A when using this computer here. But if you are the type, who needs to do a bunch of connections on your computer or on your laptop, that might be an issue because, again, you only get 2 and you don't even have it. Well, all you have here is just the headphone jack. The keyboard is very nice, it's backlit, and it's something that I'm already very familiar with. I've always kind of preferred soft touches keyboards as opposed to kind of the super tactile ones. And Apple's keyboard are some of the best in that department. It's been very nice tapping on this thing. It's not very loud, it's very responsive, and using the trackpad has been pretty awesome on here also. Very, very responsive as well. And if you are like me, you must like using multi-finger gestures, and you can do just that on this trackpad, just like I've been doing for years, and it's really nice to go ahead and continue that here. Now, we're gonna go ahead and talk specs, and before we do so, if this is your first time visiting the channel, welcome to the channel. Of course, if you do like the content so far, I truly appreciate that. Now, please do me a huge favor, hit both the like and the subscribe button there. It's a huge boost to this channel here. Again, I truly appreciate that. Now, let's go ahead and talk specs. And as I mentioned in my intro, this guy here is loaded with the newest chipset from Apple, the M1 chip. And I'll start off by saying that it just works wonders. It is coupled with 8 gigs of RAM on my particular configuration here, and I do have the base 256 gigs of internal storage. Now, I do most of my work on the Mac Mini that I have here, and I actually made sure that that one is maxed out, so the specs on that is as high as you can go. So this laptop here is going to be mostly for on-the-go situation or kind of just laying in the couch situation. The software here is amazing. Big Sur running along with those config has been, simply put, just awesome. Some additional features here include, of course, Touch ID that you can use to unlock the computer, and you get a front-facing camera, which is HD, so it's 720p, and I've done a couple of Zoom meetings on here. It's pretty decent, right? So definitely something good enough for meetings. It does have a very nice IPS Retina display with 2560 by 1600 for the res and 400 nits brightness. Now, it may not be as bright as some people may want, but it's been fine for me, you know. And in direct sunlight also, it's been okay. Also, watching videos on here, whether it be YouTube or just movies, it's been excellent. Battery life has been pretty good also. I haven't been able to actually kill it. Now, according to Apple, you can go as long as 18 hours, but all of that is all, you know, it all depends on your type of usage, right? So my type of usage is different from yours. In my situation, I've been going out, you know, with it and using it on the go, and I've been able to bring it back home and having time to recharge it. I can tell you that it definitely offers very, very good battery life. It will now come down to just how you use your computer. Now, I move all of my major projects, I mean like major video editing project mostly, to my Mac Mini, because that's where I sit down and I really focus on any major project that demands that I stay focused. This MacBook, on the other hand, what I've been doing with it is just using it for, you know, all of the smaller tasks. Now, granted, I've tested editing video on here and it worked perfectly, but I've used it mostly for administrative tasks, or even if I'm just like going to be doing something in the kitchen, I'm working in the kitchen, or if I'm just laying on the couch, I would use this laptop, browsing the internet, checking, you know, my emails and things like that. This is what I've been using, you know, taking it to the bedroom and all that good stuff. So this is what I walk around with, and it's been handling that very, very well. And I would say that so far, this computer is really pulling its own weight, and that would be in terms of performance and any other value that it offers. This thing has been recommended like crazy, like I mentioned at the beginning. It's been recommended not only because of the M1 chip, but mostly because the price on here is just right. And just like I said at the beginning there, I have been recommending this to people who are looking to buy the iPad Pro, because this one, at least for average students, right? So I don't want anyone to say, hey, you know, I'm an engineering student and I actually need you know, something to do with the iPad. But for average students, this is the perfect Apple laptop, right? So if you want to go Apple, this would be the one to go for. It will cover, you know, to average students who are looking to buy an iPad Pro and then buying like a Magic Keyboard. This guy would do all of that, and, you know, plus more. So you get a lot more value out of this than you would, you know, from the iPad Pro for an average student. You know, we do have some, you know, use cases, some students, you know, that do present some use cases where they actually need the iPad Pro. But I'm just saying, in general, if you're an average student, this would be perfect for you. And it is as portable as the iPad Pro. For $1,000 or $900 if you include that student discount, I think this guy deserves its price. And as you may know, I can't wait to pit this against the Galaxy Book Pro, because I've just ordered one, and also get to see if the Galaxy Book Pro deserves its money. But anyways, until the Galaxy Book Pro is delivered and we actually have a versus video, you know, pit them side by side. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is all I had for you on the MacBook Air here. It's really been a very, very good time. So the hype is actually real. So you may know that there's a lot of hype on this tablet, and I can actually confirm that this is turning out to be kind of my favorite machine in this house, right? It's a really good computer. Anyway, so that was just my take. Please make sure to like, share this video if you haven't done so already. Also, subscribe if you haven't done so. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like, and go ahead and comment. I'm going to catch you in the comment section like I always do. I'm also going to catch you in the next video. And as always, of course, stay safe out there.